Hello, you're welcome to the sports segment here on AM Show. My name is Benedict Oso. It's UEFA Champions League night. Great games to look forward to tonight. But we'll talk more about that. We have to start here on the low coast. And then Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah's decision to bring back skipper Asamoah Gyan has been a major talking point since the announcement of the team for next week's AFCON Qualifier against Sierra Leone. Now, Gyan is surely returning to the team based on past successes rather than actual performance at this club, that's K-Series-Sport. Now, this Samuel Anim, business manager of Asamoah Gyan, disagrees. He feels the Ghana all-time top scorer deserves the call-up.
In football, there's always that factor, that special player factor, that game changer factor, and Asamoah Gyan brings that on board. He brings leadership also on board. So it is something that you have more pluses because the game changer is there, Asamoah Gyan. No matter how you take it, that temperament, that experience, that management of the tension, the crowd expectations, he has all that. The Sierra Leoneans will be afraid. They will be panicking. If you remember against Kenya, the Kenyans were saying if there was Gyan, they were afraid because Gyan was no more there, so they wouldn't have that fear. And in football, in the game of football, you and I know, if you have a player who is a game changer, who is somebody who has that experience, who has done it on the very, very big stages at all times, both on the African continent, all over the world, and all over the world, it makes the opponent, it puts fear in the opponent.
Long and short, you're expecting some goals from Asamoah Gyan.
That is something that no one can doubt that.
All right, Samuel Anim, business manager of Asamoah Gyan, in that interview with Nathan Lato yesterday on the Pulse. Now, from the Black Stars, let's talk the female senior national team, that's the Black Queens. Now, their coach, Bashir Hayford, has been speaking on their plans going into next month's Africa Women's Championship to be hosted here in Ghana.
We embarked on the nationwide tour, and it was very, 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 as I can say, very fruitful. It benefited the players a lot, and now we have realized that no women team in Ghana here can match the team that we have put together. So it is now up to us to make sure we pick our strength against teams outside Ghana, so that we can now test our potentialities and see whether we can match the outside countries. And I'm happy the minister has stated categorically that things are on course or have been put in place for us to embark on the international tournament or international matches, so that we shape up very well. So as at now, I think everything is good now, and we are hoping to get a very good hosting, and then we win as well.
All right, so that was coach of the Black Queens team, Bashir Hayford, speaking on their plans going into the African Women's Championship, which will be staged here in Ghana. Away from that, new Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach CK Akono will officially begin work tomorrow after signing a 3-year deal with the club. And Akono completed the move yesterday after agreeing to terms with the Porcupine Warriors. Let's go live and speak to former Chief Executive Officer of the club, Jarvis Pepra. Hi, Mr. Pepra. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. First of all, your reaction to the appointment of CK Akono as new coach of the club.
Happy to be on the show. I think that CK will be given the chance to do the work without any interference, and CK also doing the work with respect to the Kotoko process will be able to do it. And I have the firm belief that CK will be a good one for Kotoko other side.
He has been given a 3-year contract. You think Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a club of Asante Kotoko's caliber, will give CK Akono the time to do his job?
I think this present management will do exactly that, because they have to give him the free time to do the job. 3 years, whatever motivated them to give him the 3-year contract shows that they are serious about him taking Kotoko on a long ride. I believe strongly that he will have the support of management and all stakeholders to be able to succeed. Hello.
Well, apologies for that technical blip. We'll continue with the interview. I still have with me the former Chief Executive Officer of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Mr. Jarvis Pepra. We are talking about the appointment of CK Akono as new coach of the club. Mr. Pepra, I don't know where we left off, but if we should continue. I was talking about how the Kotoko family, especially the new executive of the club, in terms of giving CK Akono the time to perform his duties. Now, he signed a 3-year deal. You think that they will give him that ample time to see out whatever he's going to do at the club?
Yes, I believe that he will be given the full time to perform. Whatever motivated them to give him 3-year contract shows how serious they would also want him to succeed. Because presently, coaches have been given a year or two, but to go ahead and give him 3 years, so that you have a long-term vision, a vision that will let you succeed, a vision that you think that CK will be able to take you there. And CK has proven to be a good coach. You saw what he did of Dreams FC, what he did with House of Gold, Ash Gold. But the only thing is that I cannot understand why he normally don't last a season. That is the only thing that I don't understand, but I believe strongly that the support of the Kotoko management not interfering with his job, but then they should be talking to each other, they should be having dialogue when there are problems, and then when they don't understand something, they should call CK, talk to him, find out why he's probably doing a particular thing. And CK should also have that freedom to also approach management and explain his policies to them as well as to the supporters, so that the two will work in harmony.
Awesome advice to the executives of Asante Kotoko. What then will be advice to CK Akono?
Yes, CK, like I said earlier, that I don't know why he normally don't last a period, a season. See, when he was with Dream FC, I mean, he did a good job, and then he was giving out to Ash Gold. Ash Gold, he was performing well. All of a sudden, the contract was terminated. And that is what I'm saying, that whatever the problem is, I don't know whether they talk, but I believe strongly that if CK has any problems and he approaches management, this management headed by George Awako, George especially has worked with so many coaches, both foreign and local. And I do believe that now that he also wants to get some laurels to attach his name to it and say that during his term, Kotoko was taken to this side. But we really want to be where we are at the moment. We've played some friendly matches and we think it's good. But in terms of winning championship, we've not been there for some time now. And George Awako would want his name to be attached to a trophy.
Okay.
That during his time he got it. CK would also want to do that with Kotoko. So I believe strongly the two of them, the management and the technical team, headed by CK, will always be sitting down to thrash out. And then CK should be given the maximum support that he needs, especially with the supporters. Things should be explained to the supporters. When things are not going well, the supporters will certainly want to know what is happening. So they should not be treated as merely coming to stadium to pay fees and watching matches and then go away. They are strong and big stakeholders in Asante Kotoko.
All right, so finally, if I get what you're saying, CK Akono is the right choice for the job?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Pepra, thanks so much for your time this morning here on the AM show. So that was Jarvis Pepra, a former Chief Executive Officer of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, speaking to me on the appointment of CK Akono as new coach of the club.